It is November 8th, 2018. We're here at 3923 Bandini Street in San Diego, California, 92103. We're here on the rooftop of the house. When you come into the doors of the house, to the left side of the house, the hall bathroom that's there. This is the original 3-inch cast iron vent. Fireplace right there. We do have a crawl space here. We can see that there's no clean out on the exterior of the property, so that's why we're going through the roof vent. This is original 3-inch cast iron vent pipe. Here's where the toilet empties in right there to the bottom left of the screen, you can see. And then right after here we're going to have our transition into our horizontal sewer pipe. So we're going to make a turn right here. So we're now in 4-inch cast iron sewer pipe. Right here you can see somebody has changed out a small piece of the pipe and they have put in a section of ABS plastic. So this is transitioning. This is in the crawl space. This is visible above ground. And then we immediately go right back into cast iron again. So for some reason that was changed out, whether it started leaking or became defective. Here we have a little wipe in the line. It's never recommended, even the wipes that say flushable do not dissolve or break apart, and they will snag and get caught in the sewer pipes, and they're extremely heavy as well. So those should never be flushed into a sewer system for a house. This is still all the original 4-inch cast iron pipe. This is under the house. We do have another bathroom by the door that leads up from by the garage walkway. So we assume this line is heading all the way over towards that direction, and it'll make a turn to finally go towards the street. We're going to just keep pushing across here. Everything still looks good in the line. It is still original cast iron, but overall the pipe looks in very good condition. Very little deposits or scale or buildup inside the walls of the pipe. Okay, here we have a T-junction, a Y fitting making a turn on the line. Okay, coming up to a transition right here, you can see this is a vertical downturn. So you see that little bug crawling up there. That's either a junction picking up from the other bathroom nearby for just a change of direction, or it's even just a clean out junction that wasn't possibly brought up again to make this vertical turn. So right now we're actually going vertically down the pipe here. And then here you can see we're making a corrected turn right here. I've got a little bit of debris. There we go, just came off the camera lens here at this 90-degree elbow. So we're now continuing down this pipe here. Now we've made a couple 90s in a row besides the horizontal runs we've been making, so sometimes that will snag or hold up our push rod as far as how far we can continue to go out with either one, we may have to run some water, or two, we may need to go from the other bathroom, which is farther on the system. So, let's see if we can push this out a little bit more here. Traveling a little bit down, a little bit of debris in our camera lens here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pause the video for a second. We're going to run some water down the system, and we're also going to grab another camera and put it down the other toilet to see if we've come to that intersection or not, or past it. Okay, so we pushed another camera through the other vent for the other bathroom, and that's actually what you see right there on our screen. There's the T-junction where the two main sewers come together and become one. We did flush the toilet a couple times. You can see our debris kind of washed off our camera lens. So we've got a clear picture of everything. So that's the other camera, and that has a lot of turns to get to that point. So that's not going to allow us to push farther down the line. We're going to have to use this camera that we have right here and possibly some running water to help continue. So we're going to keep pushing here as much as we can until we have to run a lot of water. And then we will come back and show the other camera just to show the path of that one recorded. So you can see just a small amount of buildup on the bottom of the pipe. We've got little channels to the left and the right of the system right there. But again, it's minor buildup in the system, nothing big. It's getting really hard to push out with the turns and the distance we're at here. Again, we haven't seen any clean outs at the ground level. We'll look again, but right now we're going to pause the video, and we're right at about almost 80 feet. We're going to go ahead and run a bunch of water everywhere and see if that allows us to get further out on the system. So we're going to pause the video. Okay, so we do have water running. We may lose our view, but we're just going to see if this allows us to get further out here. There's never a guarantee with the water running that's going to reduce the friction or allow it to help carry the camera and rod out. Getting out a few more feet. Okay, it looks like we have another turn on the system here. We can see that the camera's kind of rolled up on the side of the pipe and the water kind of left our view. So we come up to this spot, a little bit of debris at that turn, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get much further out on the system than we are right here, even with all this water going. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause the video to locate to see where this is at in the property and see if there's any chance of any clean outs before or after this spot we can't get farther out on. Okay, so we've located where we're at here. Again, we're at about almost 90 feet from this beginning of the sewer main, and this is right on the edge where the garage door is at. So the pipe is only about a foot deep, so it's actually a very shallow pipe. We've marked it with some green chalk. This is there's about 27 feet of line from this spot at 90 feet out till it gets to the property line clean out. So at the city sidewalk, they did replace the line from the sidewalks out, and there's a clean out on the sidewalk that only allows you to go from the sidewalk out to the rest of the city. So it doesn't allow us to get to beyond the point we're at right here or come back in reverse. There is a small 2-inch clean out, original cast iron, in the garage behind the washer dryer. That would have to be cut off, and possibly then the rest of the line could be inspected for this last 27 feet of this 4-inch casted. Again, this is all under the driveway that we cannot get to. So we're going to go ahead and pull our camera back. I believe somebody is still using the shower in the house using the water, so we may not have a perfect view there, and we are also running some water through the sinks and faucets. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video and shut all the water down and see if we can look at the rest of the pipe. Okay, so we have all the water stopped, and you can see just a little bit farther up there's actually a slight turn on the line that's coming up. And we can tell from where we're at right here, again, this camera is sitting just past the garage door headed down the driveway. And there is a property line clean out in the sidewalk for where the city put in new pipes from the sidewalk to the street, and that's a little bit off to the offset, so and we can tell that they needed to put a turn on the system. So we've just cut open the laundry drain, so we're going to go ahead and pull this camera back. Now that the water stopped, we'll show the view of this. So again, just a little bit of scale deposit buildup on the bottom right there, but nothing severe. We don't see any cracks or breaks so far in the line, and no root intrusions. The cast iron is still healthy, does not need any snaking or hydrojetting, so essentially does not need any repair or maintenance at this time so far. Not found anything in the system. Okay, there's our other camera. So again, that's where the other bathroom ties into this far left side hall bathroom when you come through the front door. So we're going to go ahead and pull back a little bit further here, and then we'll pause the video and go back to that camera that's in the line and show that pathway coming up just so it's shown on the video. So there was that downward turn sweep we had to make. So we've seen all this on the video already. There's our turn right there. So we've seen the rest of this already, so we're going to go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so you're now looking at the view of that other camera that we had passed in the other pathway where it was dumping into the T-junction where they become one pipe. So we're now pulling back up, so you can see this original cast iron here. And now we're just coming back up, and then now we're going to come up through the vent pipe here in the original up to the vertical line. So this is all the vent pipe now. You see we're coming back up and out here, not the drain and sewer line. So we'll just come back out and show this perspective. Pull our camera out here, wipe off our lens really quick. So here we are on this side of the house. So here's the driveway down there in front of us. That's where the other camera got, so you can see the roof of that other vehicle. That's where we're going to move our camera down to in the garage for the laundry. So our other camera started all the way on the other side of the house and came through this bathroom, intersected with these vents that we just came up through, and made it down and across. So we're now going to pause the video and move over into the laundry in the garage. Okay, we're here in the laundry room. We're now going to go ahead and go through this 2-inch clean out. We cut the cap off. Make this turn on this Y fitting here. Hopefully we can get through the rest of the system. This 2-inch pipe is kind of tight, but we're able to get through there, it looks like. Sticking up a little bit there. Kind of lost our view a little bit, but it'll wash off the camera lens here in a minute. There we go. So we're back into the main sewer here. So this is what we did not get to inspect from the previous distance out. Here's that turn right here that we stopped at. So right here is about where we stopped. So now this is the piece of pipe that we wanted to look at. This is original 4-inch cast iron. This is what's under the driveway. So again, same very small channels on the bottom, left and right side, that little white buildup debris, scale deposits, but nothing serious. Okay, here's our original property line clean out. So you can see this is another T-junction on the original cast iron line. It's going to make a vertical downturn right here. So we're going down this vertical pipe here. And here's our transition with our 90 into our clay pipe. So we've got a very short piece of clay pipe, and then right here we're into the new pipe that they put in the city. So this is called PVC greenbelt pipe. See the greenish in color. As we go across, here's the white T-junction. So this is the clean out that is on the sidewalk that they put in. So we don't have any problems with the cast iron under the driveway, and the alignment between the new and the old pipes was done properly by that company and the city. So everything is in good working order, needs no repair or maintenance at this time. So that concludes this recording.